Let's come to you, Vic. Eben, to be celebrated, to equal your record. You must be proud of that.
Yeah, what a player.
Proud and angry.
Yeah, a lot of people ask me how do I feel about it, and I actually told the story the other day to Son. So my little daughter's 10 years old. Every morning when I go drop her at school, there's this big billboard of Eben up there, and she's like, "Has he gotten to your record yesterday?" And I'm like, "No, he's 3 away, or he's 2 away, now he's 1 away." Now this week, all of a sudden, the board's not there anymore, and she's like, "Did he stop playing, Dad? Is he not going to get your record?" I said, "No, he's still playing. He's equalising it this weekend." She said, "Can I tackle him?" I said, "No." But no, what a player. Really, he was 19 years old, coming over to get a book signed when I launched my book. And I remember I saw him, I think a week or two before that played, as a 19-year-old for Western Province under 19s. Yeah. And as I saw him play, I just thought, who's this kid? Because he was dominating. He was carrying ball, running through at line-out time, going up higher than I've ever seen. And when he came to my book launch, I said to him, "Listen, Eben, I really believe you can play for the Boks next year." And he was like, "You really think so, Victor?" I said, "I promise you, you've got everything. I really believe you can play next year." But at that stage, he hasn't played for Western Province senior side. And as it happened, Heineke Meyer picked him the next year. And just an outstanding player. I mean, athleticism. I mean, physicality. He's the enforcer. And as he grew up, he became a leader in the team as well. I really believe he's the right-hand man of Sia in this team. If you look in the huddles as well, especially when they're under pressure, he's the guy talking in the huddle, getting the guy, and then not just talking, he's leading from the front. So, yeah, I think if there's one guy that can take this from me, I'm very happy it's Eben Etzebeth.
Yeah, I'm glad it brings a smile to your face. So for me, Nick, I think it was a Varsity Cup game in Potchefstroom, and it was UCT playing against Pucker at the time. And I couldn't believe this young man, never heard his name before, but as you said, fitted in perfectly, just took the guys on. And you could tell, as I said, straight out of school, guys at 3rd year, 4th year, but he fitted in a glove, and I thought, this guy will make it all the way. And is there any player that reminds you where you think, saw him as a kid and you thought,
yeah, I made the comparison the other day about a combination of Bakkies and Victor. Yeah. You know, he's got Victor's athleticism, not that Bakkies didn't, but you had really good ball skills. You had a really good feel for the game, Victor. You pop up the chip you did in that one game. I keep on talking to you about it. There are not many players. I don't think Eben could do that, but he's got that. And he's got particularly speed, but he's got the physicality in the ball carries and in the areas of the line-out. You know, he's a nightmare to play against because of his defensive abilities, but his ball is solid. He just has been the rock of that pack ever since he's got in. So very happy that he's done so well, and he might get to 150.
Yeah, definitely.
Vic, you had 12 starts with him. Remember the first one?
Yeah, I remember coming back. And actually a funny story, because I think actually Bakkies was also in the squad, because I think Bakkies actually played. Then I came back and Bakkies was there. And I think Bakkies had to hand him his jersey, and Bakkies was something like, "I give over for you to be the enforcer now," whatever. And I thought, Bakkies, he's maybe already the enforcer. We need to stand back. He can take both of us on at the same time. But yeah, just playing with him, again, like Nick said, I think in the beginning years, Bakkies Boerta was just as athletic. But as Bakkies got older, he got bigger, maybe more of an enforcer, but the athleticism gone. But with Eben, his engine is just still there. I mean, if you look at the kick chases that happen in a game, he's in that front line the whole time. I mean, his tackles around the field, his work rate, it's just unbelievable. So, and then when it comes to the physicality, just never gives a step back. Yeah. I always talk about that British Ice Lions series. I mean, there was so much talk about him and Itoji. Yeah. I mean, at some stage, Itoji were like falling, trying to buy penalties, and Eben was just in his face, within the law, but never giving that step back. And I've always said it, and I was lucky to play with Bakkies. You always want that one guy. When you run onto the field, the other pack, no. There's no chance you're taking on this one guy, because he's always the stronger. He'll always put you on your back foot. And that's what Eben's been giving this pack of us. I mean, for the last 10 years now. Just giving you that physical ability to put you on the front foot. You'll never give a step back. And you want a guy like that in your team.